Hey pigeon friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are like me, your racing pigeons are everything, your pride, your little champs who light up the sky. Keeping them healthy can feel like a big task sometimes, right? Well, today I have got something awesome for you. 5 natural herbs to keep your pigeons free from sickness, all using stuff you can find at home or in your garden. This is part 1 of a 2-part series, so stick with me. I promise you will grab some killer tips to make your birds thrive. Oh, if you love this, hit that like button, subscribe too. I would love to have you in our pigeon crew. So why herbs? Nature has been healing way longer than we have been racing pigeons. These plants are pure gold. They boost immunity, kick germs out, keep those wings strong, all without stressing your flock. Over these 2 videos, I will share 5 herbs I swear by garlic, of energy and looking sharper than ever. You might notice the water gets a little cloudy. That is totally normal. It just means the garlic is doing its job. Oh, and do not stress about the smell. Your pigeons will not mind one bit, and honestly, once you see how healthy they stay, you will not either. It is all worth it for their well-being. Now let's move on to oregano. Yes, that tasty herb you sprinkle on pizza or pasta. This stuff is an absolute powerhouse when it comes to fighting infections, and it has become one of my go-to tricks for keeping my flock in top shape. Oregano has this special compound called carvacrol, plus some thymol too, both of which are like natural antibiotics, blasting away bacteria, fungi, even some viruses that might try to sneak into your loft. It is especially great if your pigeons start showing signs of a cold, like a runny beak or that sniffly sound that makes you worry. I have had birds bounce back fast with this herb, and it feels so good to know I am helping them naturally. Here is how I use it super easy. I take some dried oregano, you can grab it from your spice rack or dry your own from the garden, and mix about a teaspoon into a small batch of their feed, enough for a day or 2. Make sure it is well blended so every pigeon gets a bit with each peck. If you want to go the extra mile, try making an oregano tea. Grab a tablespoon of dried oregano, or a big handful if it is fresh, toss it into a cup of hot water, let steep for 15 minutes or so until the water turns a nice golden brown. Let it cool completely. Then mix it into their drinking water, about a cup of tea per liter. I do this once or twice a week, especially during race season when they need that extra edge. My pigeons stay lively, their feathers look sleek, and I swear their stamina is through the roof. Give it a try. It is like a hidden weapon that keeps them ready to win. Alright, next up is thyme, another kitchen classic that does wonders for your birds. Thyme is my favorite for anything lung-related. And let's face it, strong breathing is everything for a racing pigeon. It is what powers those long flights home. This herb has antiseptic properties, thanks to compounds like thymol, which clean out the respiratory system and keep it running smooth. I have used it when my birds sounded a little raspy after a rainy race, and it is amazing how fast they perk up. Plus, it has a calming vibe that seems to settle them down too. Here is my method, super detailed so you can nail it. Take a handful of fresh thyme sprigs, about 10 or 12 little branches, or if you are using dried, go with a heaping tablespoon. Put it in a pot with 2 cups of boiling water. Let steep for 10 to 15 minutes until you can smell that earthy, herby scent filling the air. Once it cools down to room temperature, strain out the leaves if you want, though I sometimes leave them in for extra flavor. Then, mix it into a liter of their drinking water. You can also pour some into a spray bottle and mist it lightly around the loft, especially on damp days when mold might be a worry. I do this maybe twice a week, and my birds breathe easier, fly harder, and just seem more alert. It feels a bit fancy like you're giving them a spa day, but it is so simple once you get the hang of it. Try it next time you hear any odd breathing. You will be amazed at the difference. So, there you have it for part 1. Friends, garlic, oregano, thyme, 3 herbal heroes packed with details to get you started on keeping your pigeons healthy and strong. These are not just quick fixes, they are long-term boosts that build up your flock over time. Stay tuned for part 2, where we will dig into turmeric and chamomile with just as much detail, plus a big wrap-up to tie it all together. Which of these are you itching to try first? Drop it in the comments. I am dying to hear your thoughts, your stories, anything you want to share. If this gave you some good ideas, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already. We will catch up in the next video. Keep those wings mighty, those lofts happy. See you soon. Oregano, thyme, turmeric, chamomile. Today, we are starting with the first 3. By the end of this one, you will be itching to try them out. Let's dive in. First up, garlic, the king of natural fixes. You probably have some in your kitchen right now. Is a total star for pigeons. Garlic has this cool thing called allicin. It fights bacteria, parasites like a boss. I have seen it work magic on breathing issues, even those sneaky worms that mess with our birds. Here is how I do it. Grab 2 or 3 cloves, depends on how many pigeons you have, crush them up, mix them into a liter of their water. Let it sit a few hours so the goodness soaks in, then serve it up. I do this once a week. My birds are flying like never before. Do not worry about the smell. They do not care, neither should you. It's all about keeping them well. Next, oregano. Yeah, the stuff you put on pizza. This herb is a powerhouse for beating infections. It has carvacrol, which wipes out bacteria, fungi super quick. Awesome if your pigeons start sounding sniffly. I dry some oregano, fresh is good too, mix a teaspoon into their feed. Or make a tea, steep a tablespoon in hot water, cool it down, add it to their water once or twice a week. My pigeons stay perky, their energy is unreal. Try it, it is like a secret boost for race days. Then we have thyme, a kitchen classic. Thyme is perfect for their lungs, so key for racing pigeons. It has this clean power that keeps breathing easy, strong. I make a thyme mix, take a handful of fresh thyme or a tablespoon dried, steep it in hot water for 10 minutes. Cool it, add it to their water, or spray it around the loft for some chill vibes. Sounds fancy, huh? It is so simple, your birds will thank you with every wing flap. Give it a go if you hear any wheezing. That is it for part 1, friends. Garlic, oregano, thyme, 3 herbal wonders to start keeping your pigeons healthy. Stay tuned for part 2. We will cover turmeric and chamomile, plus wrap it all up. Which of these are you excited to try? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear from you. If this helped, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. We will see you in the next one. Keep those wings strong. Catch you soon. Hey pigeon pals, welcome back to the channel. We are on part 2 of our series about keeping your racing pigeons disease-free with natural herbs. If you missed part 1, go check it out. We talked garlic, oregano, thyme, some real game changers. Today we are finishing strong with 2 more herbs I love, turmeric and chamomile, plus a little wrap-up to get you pumped. If you are like me, your pigeons are your buddies, your little champs, and keeping them healthy is everything. Stick with me. I promise you will leave with awesome tips to make your flock soar. Oh, if you enjoy this, tap that like button, subscribe. I would love to have you in our pigeon squad. Let's jump right in. First up, turmeric, the golden spice. Not just for cooking, it is an immunity superstar. It has curcumin, which fights swelling, keeps germs at bay. I started using it when one of my birds was off, and wow, what a comeback. Mix a tiny pinch, like a quarter teaspoon, into their feed with a drop of oil to help it stick. Do this a couple times a week. You will see brighter eyes, stronger flights. It is like a golden glow inside them. You have got to try this one. Next, chamomile, the calm herb. Perfect for relaxing your pigeons, helping their stomachs too. After a tough race or a rough day, chamomile is your pal. Brew some tea, a tea bag or teaspoon of dried flowers, cool it, add it to their water. I do this once a week. My birds just seem happier, you know. It fights soreness too, keeps them in top shape. So easy, makes you feel like a pro pigeon keeper. Now let's wrap this up. Over these 2 videos, we covered 5 herbal gems: garlic, oregano, thyme, turmeric, chamomile. They are all natural, simple, fun to use, and they work. No fancy stuff, just things you can grab from your kitchen or garden. These herbs boost immunity, fight sickness, keep your pigeons flying high, all without stress. I have seen my birds go from good to great with these tricks, and I know yours can too. Start small. Maybe pick 1 or 2 to try, see how your flock responds. You will be amazed at what nature can do. Which one are you excited to test out first? Let me know in the comments. I love hearing your stories. If this series helped you, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. We have got tons more pigeon tips coming your way. Until next time, keep those wings mighty, those lofts happy. See you soon, friends.